All right, here's what we have so far in the Duke Nukem scene. I've got the gas canisters, I've got the fence and the fence posts. These may change, by the way. I've got the Thunderbolt sign, I've got the fan, and I've got the potential floor and a little barrier here. I've done a little bit of work on the side, and I'm going to keep that secret for a while, but what I'm going to show you right now is this thing, which is what I came up with for the air vent. Which means really that the whole style of the Duke Nukem series is changing to be a little bit more retro sci-fi, a little bit more, I don't know, formidable or whatever the word is. All right, now there's nothing special at all about this or anything else that I've done. It's really just a lot of pushing and pulling, but it did take me a little while to come up with a decent technique to show you to create the top part here, and I thought I would show you that because it might be useful to you for one of your projects or whatever. So I'm going to create part of that right here. All right, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring in a plane. Go into edit mode, scale it in the X like that, and I'm going to select that edge and bring my 3D cursor right there. I'm going to press slash so we can just focus on this. I'm going to bring in another plane and press G and drag it down here. I'm going to scale this in the X, and I'm going to have 3 of them going across. But first of all, I'm going to select that edge, and I'm going to Control B to bevel it. Actually, I'm going to Shift Control B to bevel. And I'm going to pull, and I get those notches, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it that way. And I'm going to add an array in the X. Just pull it apart a little bit and have 3 of these, and then just decide on my spacing. And that's not bad, I guess. All right, just to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to go into edit mode, I'm going to extrude up, select it all, and Alt-N, recalculate outside, just in case I went the wrong way, and push that down. Okay, so far so good. So with that done, I'm going to go ahead and apply that array, and on this piece here, I'm going to add a Boolean difference, select those with the eyedropper, and apply, and I can delete those. Now I want to come in here, and in edge selection, I'm going to select that edge and then press Control to get that one. Shift, select that one, and then Control. Shift to get that one, and then Control. You do extrude, and I'm going to pull those down like that a little bit. All right, my 3D cursor is still right there, so I'm going to set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror this over. So I have that. I'll turn on clipping as well. Okay, next I'm going to come back in and select this edge, Alt click and do that, Shift and Alt click and do that, and Shift and Alt click and do that to fill them in. Press 7 to look from the top, go back to object mode, and I'm going to bring in another plane. It'll be right here. I'm going to scale this, scale it in the X, and bring it down here. I'll select this top edge and pull it out. I'm just not going past that center line. All right, I'm going to select it and scale it in the X again a little bit. Grab both of these edges and Shift Control B again to bevel. I've got 5 edges or 5 vertices on there. You can use less than that. I hope I've got 5. Yeah, I got 5, so make it quite smooth. I'm going to extrude it up and then take it and push it down through. Go back and look at it from the top, add an array in the X, separate these out a little bit and see if I can get 4 of them in here. Press G and just position them. And once I'm happy, I'm going to go ahead and Control A to apply that, and Shift D, slide them over here. Shift D, slide them over here. I'm going to select them all and Control J to join them. All right, and now I'm going to select this, and I'm going to add a Boolean. I'll drag it above the mirror in difference, do that, and then I can see my holes on the other side. So hopefully I like that, so I will go ahead and Control A to apply that and delete those. Keeping the mirror on, I'll come in here now, and I will painstakingly Shift Alt and click all the way around so I get the entire edge. And I may have missed a little piece there. Looks like I did. And depending on how nicely it cuts, we may get a good extrusion and bevel, or we may have some problems, but hopefully we'll be okay. So just going around, Shift Alt and clicking all of these. Have a look. All right, let's give it a try here. Okay, I'm going to press E to extrude and pull down. Okay, to give it a bit of depth. I'm going to reselect these now and give the upper edge a bevel. All right, Control B, pull, and I'm going to do that. Okay, I've got my 3D cursor right in the middle here. I'm going to switch over to 3D cursor, press 3 to look from the front, go into edit mode, and I'm going to box select all of these vertices, not the center ones. So there we go. I'm going to press R to rotate and pull up. And I've got this. That's the structure that I thought might be useful to you. Okay, I'm going to switch back to median point. I'll leave my mirror on. No, I'm going to apply my mirror. I'm going to come in and M merge by distance just in case. And I'm going to Shift Alt and click these edges. So I get them all the way around. Look from the front, press E to extrude and pull down. And then SZ0, scale Z0, pull it down to whatever height you want. All right, so I've got this, and now I'm going to Shift Alt and click the center and Control B. I'll bevel that 1, 2, 3, and I'll put on a bevel as well. I'm going to shade smooth and add weighted normal and normal's auto smooth, and I get this. Like I said, I may have had a little bit of a problem there. I think I did. Otherwise it looks good, so you just got to be careful about that. And from there, the rest of this is just, you know, extruding out here and there, adding some cylinders and some pipes and some bolts and stuff like that. So that's the main roof part to that, and I thought that that would be kind of a cool structure to have. All right, so I'm going to carry on with the Blender Duke Nukem stuff. I may be silent for a little while on Duke Nukem because I'll be working on textures, and that's could be a long process as I try to figure out my color scheme and how I want to do this. All right, but I will be back in touch very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you again.